Welcome to Greatsafe TV. I'm going to be bringing you a glove comparison today. We're going to be taking a look at two new gloves from Allsport. We've got the brand new Allsport Absolute Grip Bionic Plus glove, and we've also got the Cerebus Super Soft support frame. Both featuring a support frame element. The Bionic is the more expensive of the two gloves, but we're going to take a look at the fitting on the two gloves. We've got one glove from the Ergonomic range, which is a wider fitting glove, and we'll take a look at the Cerebus, which is a far snugger fitting glove. We'll start off with the top of the range glove in the Bionic Plus. It's got a neoprene wrist closure on this one. It's got the red latex palm, which was used on the Euro 2012 European Championship glove. It's not a particularly tight fitting neoprene closure. Tried the glove on a moment ago, didn't find it particularly snug. A wider fitting or a wider latex strap on it. It's quite a thin strap, but it's quite a nice fit. I'll remove the tags. But the fit, straight away you can feel from the off, it is a far wider fitting glove. If you've got a wider hand, these are perfect for you. Some of the goalkeepers that have been play testing for me prefer a wider fitting glove. I'm not a massive fan of wider fitting gloves, but I've got quite skinny hands. Regards to sizing, I usually wear a size 8 in Allsport gloves, certainly in a roll finger or in many of the gloves, but this is a very big fitting glove, and I've dropped a whole size. I've dropped into a size 7. When I tried the Cerebus glove on, I've gone for a size 8 in that, so there's a whole size difference for me. And it does feel wide. I feel a bit of looseness there. It's got a wrap over thumb on it, which does make the thumb feel a little bit tighter. It's got a new shock zone element across the knuckles there, where they've risen. There's about 5 on each knuckle, where they're just risen just to give a bit of extra protection when punching the ball. They're made of rubber. They're just a soft rubber. They're not. You can't feel them on the inside of the glove at all. Not even when I'm pressing it, I can't feel it. It's a latex backhand. The fingertips are just tipped off with the red latex. It just wraps across. Only a very, very small tip there, just to get as much latex in contact with the ball. The gussets as well, that's a white latex gusset as well, flat palm. It's quite wide fitting, but it's not too bad. With the Bionic Plus in there, you get a far snugger fit than what you would do in a standard flat palm. It's also got it in the thumb now as well, so you've got the thumb element in there as well, which is quite tidy. Loads of flexibility with this support frame element. Your fingers will still go back if you really push them, but they just give extra protection and a little bit of stability, but they're not going to stop your fingers from injury. Slight wrap around surround on there, but it's more of a coated latex that's quite slippery. It's not really you're gonna gain anything by it, to be honest. We'll take a look at the Cerebus now, and we'll then compare the measurements on the two gloves. Because it's quite interesting once you start measuring the gloves. Remove the tags on these. Striking backhand design, it's the same backhand design that's used on the finger bet that Pepe Reina is wearing and many of the other Allsport endorsed goalkeepers. The first thing I notice about this glove, putting it in my hand, is just everything about it's tighter. The wrist strap's tighter because you don't have the neoprene bandage on it. Similar sort of wrist strap on it, a little bit narrower. A latex strap again, but it fits very, very nice. Far tighter fitting thumb. It's all around. You can see what Allsport are doing here is by having different cuts for different goalkeepers and trying to cater for everybody. But the roll finger on it, they always make a very, very nice roll finger to Allsport. They don't make loads, but when they do, they make good roll fingers. This is a UK SMU. It's been put together by the Allsport team here in England with the feedback from the retailers here in England. But it looks really, really striking on. It hasn't got any of the shock zone element on there on this glove. It's a standard latex backhand with some PU used, or a coated PU. It's not a horrible cheap PU. It's quite nice, to be honest. It looks really, really nice on. It's not going to take any water on board at all. It's all coated, the latex, so it's not like a soft latex that would just absorb the water. Like I say, the roll finger fits nice. All the stitching's on the inside. You've got the wrap over thumb again on it, so it gives you a really nice fitting thumb on it. But it just does feel so much tighter. Super soft palm on this. and it feels quite tacky. Not as tacky as the foam on the Bionic Plus, but it's quite a tacky foam. A nice pre-wash, and that will come alive. Just touching it there, got a nice bit of tackiness there. We'll take a quick look at the measurements on it, because it's interesting to look at it, because there's a fair bit of difference. Just to give you an idea of, might give you a little bit of help when sizing up. This is a size 7, and the width across the glove on this, because this is the important thing we're looking at, is 11 centimetres across, almost just over 11 centimetres across. That's a size 7. On the size 8 in the Cerebus, you're looking at only 10, or 10 and a half. 10 and a half across on here. It was 10 and a half, so you've got to bear in mind that there's a centimetre and a half difference between the sizes of the size 8, and that would have been a centimetre and a half bigger. So that's the biggest difference in it. Lengthwise, there isn't any difference, I don't think, to be honest. 18 down on the size 8. I expect it's near enough the same. Yeah, it's a little bit longer actually as well. It's 19 on the size 7 on that one. So yeah, there's a bit of difference in the length of it. All round, far bigger glove. But they're new in store. They're available at greatsafe.com. Take a look at the Allsport glove store. There's all the latest Allsport releases. If you've got any other questions, you can forward a message to our customer services team here at greatsafe.com, and that's info@great-safe.com.